Well, good morning for your Man Talk Monday. If you noticed last week in the Man Talk Monday video, Michael went around as we were finishing our Braveheart Intensive and interviewed some men, told you a little bit about it. We're now coming on off of the heels of our Braveheart Leadership Retreat, which is where our leaders gather once a year, kind of set and cast vision and plan for 2026. And we're really excited for what God's been doing, where He's leading us, what we have in store. The potential and the things that we've talked about are so exciting to me, as well as the rest of our team. The thing I would say is, a lot of the feedback that we got from men at the retreat is, man, you guys really exemplify community. You guys really do this well in a way that we haven't seen. It's really seamless. You guys just moved in and out like you guys were on a string on defense in basketball. And it really touched us. We felt really grateful for that compliment and that observation. But what I wanted to mention is why. One of the core values of Braveheart is we co-create the way together. And I think that our team has done a great job in modeling that and what that looks like. We all hold space for each other. We all value one another's voice and gifts and strengths. But another thing we talk about in Braveheart is shadow. And one of the men mentioned, how do you guys work as a team and do that so seamlessly and what this looks like? And Michael pointed out, and it's true, like we've walked in accountability and community with one another for quite some time now. Like we know each other's weaknesses, we know each other's triggers, we know the tells of what that looks like when that shows up. We walk out that conversation with one another in powerful ways. And so what you see when we step into that space is we've done the hard work of doing life together. We've celebrated highs and victories and accomplishments and achievements together. We've mourned and been there for each other in the worst of times and losses and hardships and struggles through tears. And we've walked all of that out together. And so that doesn't just happen overnight. And so part of co-creating the way together is we've walked through our own seasons alongside each other. And that's not something you find very often. I know that we've talked about community on the channel before, but it's really evident to us when we walk through a Braveheart Intensive with men that it is one of the greatest things that they're longing for. It feels harder for men than, the statistics talk about how they're less connected than ever. They have less community than ever. And we recognize how great of a value that is. We recognize how important that is in every man's life to be able to have warriors to walk alongside them, to strengthen them, to speak life into them, to even tell them truth when they're believing lies. And so part of life and how we do Braveheart is we co-create the way together. But part of how we do that is through vulnerability, is through sharing our lives, is through not hiding the stuff in the corners and trying to hold down the things that we don't think look pretty or successful or manly enough. We come to the table, and at the table, we share our stuff because that's where freedom is. That's where we feel connected, seen, valued, and we know that's where we have strength. So I just want to share that with you guys. It has been such a deep joy and honor to be able to get back with these men. We only get together once a year to do the Braveheart Leadership Retreat. What I'm going to do right now is actually flash a picture up on the video so you guys can see a picture of our leadership team. One of the things we want to do is, when we step onto our videos, actually mention who we are, kind of the role we play within the leadership team, so that you're not just like, who is this random guy? And introduce ourselves a little bit more specifically so that you know our role within Braveheart and can kind of contextualize that. But just want to say thank you guys for being a part of this Braveheart community at large. We try to exemplify and walk out what we want to be true of Braveheart leaders and Braveheart men that have gone through the intensive. But on the other end, we do have a community of men that have gone through Braveheart that want to be in community with brothers and warriors to be able to strengthen themselves and move forward, because it is really crucial and it is really necessary in all of our lives. So I just want to say thank you guys for being a part of this community. We're so grateful to be doing this with you, and we look forward to the future and everything that we'll have to show you and offer you as we step into 2026.